every time he steps up to the mound. But we need a little bit more regularity. You need a little bit more consistency in the starting lineup. And what happened last year, chat, after we needed the Dodgers to attack the needs of the deadline, finally get some regularity in the lineup, in the rotation, they went on a run, and we got to see what they could do. The Dodgers have to be thankful internally that they have this lead. And they also know that the teams around the National League West, Major League Baseball, at their peak, the Dodgers clear. That's just how it goes. There's a clear cut above the American League. I don't see the juice like the Dodgers have. It's just a matter of getting the Dodgers healthy at the right time, taking a deep breath, and letting them attack the needs that they have to go after. It's just health, Clint. And going into the deadline now, we can transition into this. Also, I'll have to address James Outman. I'm good. I'm good on James Outman. Somebody said he was wearing glasses, and I said maybe he can join that line, and I'll give him some praise, but he's not wearing them. I need the glasses.
Doesn't wear them during the game. What's going on?
Doesn't wear them during the game, so I'm out. I'm still out. I'm not a James Outman guy. He's the ultimate Rob Segedin clone with long hair. And with the trade deadline, though, I think we talked about a month ago, is that you might have been over on D-Beer here, but I think we had this conversation too, that do the Dodgers need a bat? Do you need an outfield bat a little bit more? Do you need a reliever, or do you need starting pitching help? It kind of lies where I don't even know, because again, the price tag of Michael Conforto just kind of hangs over everything in this run he's having of hard hit balls, but stuff's not falling. At what point does something got to give, and what position do they weigh the highest to go out and make a move? Because they have this team, they've got this window, Clint, and I know Chat feels this pressure, but it's about getting healthy, and where can they maximize their assets at the deadline to attack?
Yeah, I mean, assets-wise, we know this ball club has the tools, has the talent to go out and get anybody. $17 million owed to Michael Conforto does not mean a damn thing to this front office when they're trying to go out there and run it back-to-back titles here. You got to replace Michael Conforto in that lineup. You got to get somebody. The bench right now, the depth overall for the team. I said it was a little concerning, or I wrote in a note, a little concerning. Honestly, it's big time concerning, because the offense again MIA with the loss of Max Muncy, and then you don't have Teoscar Hernandez in the lineup, even though he had been scuffling. You don't have Tommy Edman in the lineup, even though he had been scuffling. We said last night on All Dodgers, this is a team that desperately needs that All-Star break to have been here already. But you got to get through now 4 more games. But beyond that, you're still not going to be perfect. You're still going to be a little banged up. You need some help. And, I know some people would like to see it coming internal, whether it's whether it's a Ryan Ward, who's honestly been on fire at AAA, can't really defend. And the Dodgers have very clearly said without saying they have zero faith in him as a major leaguer. You're starting to see Alex Freeland get some play at AAA down at third base, but I don't know about you. Those don't really make me feel something in my nether regions when I'm talking about needing to go out and put together a good squad to win a World Series title. This will be the now like 9th show in a row I've mentioned that if you're going out and making a move, you got to make a splash. And a guy I love, once again, you're going to hear it, Jose Ramirez. I think you can get J-Ram. I think you can make it happen. Hell, throw in Emmanuel Clase, because this team also needs some bullpen help. I don't know if these are the most up-to-date numbers, but I got them after Kirby Yates came in and gave up another run. 4.46 ERA, 7th worst in MLB. 54 home runs allowed by the bullpen this year, most in MLB. Now, definitely a lot of inflated numbers by blow-ups, bad arms, your Noah Davises or whatever. But those numbers don't instill a lot of confidence in me, Scott. They do not, especially knowing that this is a team that last year won the World Series on the spine of that bullpen. So going back to what you're saying, do you need a bullpen arm? Do you need a third baseman? Do you need an outfielder? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, look, in regard to third baseman Jose Ramirez, I don't know. A move like that for the Guardians is that's a franchise resetting trade. Yeah, that's not something I could see happening. I understand the appeal. The Dodgers would have to absolutely overwhelm. It's an insane team-friendly contract there. It's not something I can see happening. So I'm gonna stay away from that one. But
you can overwhelm them. I have faith. You could overwhelm them.
Yeah. Anyway. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But I would love to be privy to the list of that teams give out to other teams about players that are possibly going to be available at the deadline, because that does happen. I don't know if fans knew that, but that does happen. But when it comes to the starters, I really think that that's the area. They have to find some stability there, and it also comes with the run production. We talked last year about both of them having to play ball. Both sides they had to prevent some runs. Dodgers had to score some runs, and right now they aren't doing either of them.
Yeah,
and when they're not happening at the same time. They're not happening at the same time. The bullpen's got to prevent runs. Starters got to prevent runs. Go deep into game. Not Yamamoto having an anomaly start where he has the shortest of his career. That stuff just doesn't happen. You can toss that out the window, but it's just the offense is scuffling at that time. Seeing Michael Conforto today batting in the 5. And then you look down here, and then I had it just pulled up, and then you go, Ha-Seong Kim has really been slumping lately. He had that hot start, and it's just I've been staying off socials because I don't need that slander in my life about Kim. But Dalton Rushing, James Outman, Miguel Rojas, who's been great, and I'll give him that. He's looked good. Nothing insane, but he's been fine. It's just you can't go into games expecting to blow teams out that when you're playing to the Dodgers are going to give you everything they got. Mookie said it. It's just how it is. The Dodgers bring a different air and a different set of juice to other teams when they face them, and you get to see the best every day. It just so happens that the Houston Astros as well are the best team in Major League Baseball against above 500 teams. So they somehow have the formula there, and the Brewers, they play Brewers brand of baseball. They've been doing this for like about a decade now. So you know what you get, and they just ran into kind of a buzzsaw all at the same time while they're slumping.
Yeah, it's you're slumping. You're also facing really hot teams and all of their best pitchers at like the worst possible time. Framber Valdez is always very, very good for the Houston Astros, and then this kid Mizrowski today, Freddie Peralta yesterday. Dodgers could use a little bit of a break. I don't know who's going for Milwaukee tomorrow, but we could talk about that. We could also talk about the return of Tyler Glasnow in just a second, but we do have one more pause to hear from our friends at Foul Territory, then we will be. For y'all, before we do sign off, Clint Pasillas, Scott Gearman in the house. We got Gritty Scotty. I had one chat I wanted to make sure I threw up, giving some love to you again, as always. I can't find it, but there it is. Michael, bring in the fire is Gritty Scott. It's fun talking Dodger baseball with you. And again, what I said just before taking that little break there, Tyler Glasnow coming back from the dead. Returning from the IL, first start since very early April, going up against Jose Quintana, always a formidable foe against the Dodgers because he is just a left-handed pitcher that exists. He's also just a veteran that exists, and the Dodgers seem to kind of struggle with those kind of dudes. But on the Glasnow front, This is an important start, in my opinion, because one, he's got to come up and play stopper for this team, but two, he's got to prove that he's still got something in the tank. Nothing is still barking. The changes that he made in the offseason to the delivery isn't affecting his stuff. What do you need to see out of Glasnow?
I need to see him living in the zone. I don't need to see him overthrowing stuff. I don't want to see him missing glove side. Don't overthrow. Let's keep it in the strike zone. Let's let the stuff play. And I know that's when he's at his best. That's where those solo homers happen, when he's letting his stuff live in the zone, because his stuff plus is fantastic. I just don't want to see him allowing free base runners, then has to work his way back. I don't want to see long innings. I know you said he has to play stopper, and that's a lot to ask because he hasn't pitched in the major leagues in a bit. And he's got to go out there, hopefully come out and have a clean first and kind of take a deep breath and say, okay, I'm back.